Over the weekend, we initiated coverage on AI media with an ad recommendation, $1.35 price target. So 3 reasons that we're fans of the AI media business. Number 1, it's a founder-led business. CEO owns nearly 20% of the stock and the board collectively owns about a third. History tells us that founder-led businesses tend to outperform because clearly there's a much better alignment with shareholders. Number 2, AI media are the best at what they do, and this does create a competitive advantage. What AI media does is provide high accuracy, near real-time voice transcription. So you see broadcasters, the World Economic Forum, and even the mega tech companies like Microsoft, Google, and Amazon using AI media when speed and accuracy matters. And that is because despite what you might think, the accuracy of those mega tech voice-to-text engines is not adequate. And number 3, AI media operates in an industry with strong structural tailwinds and a very large runway for growth. So the total addressable market is about $12 billion. That's growing at around 7 or 8% per annum. AI media has been growing at 2 to 3 times that rate. So clearly they're doing something right, taking market share organically. And we think they'll continue to do that, as well as the potential for acquisitions to move things along. I guess just the key risk from an investor concern, the one that seems to pop up all the time, is that risk of disruption from those big tech voice-to-text engines. Worth sharing, it took Google about 17 years to get its voice-to-text engine from 86% to 92% accuracy. 92% accuracy is where it's at now. So at the rate they've been going, it would take them another 7 years to catch up to where AI media is now. Clearly, in that 7 years, AI media won't be standing still. And also really important to point out that it actually gets progressively harder to improve the accuracy. So it'll take a lot longer to get from 90 to 95% than it took to get from 80 to 85%. I guess the key issue there is contextual awareness. So with big data, the more you collect, clearly that's normally helpful. But in this instance, it just creates more problems because you don't necessarily know which word and the context in which you need it to actually select. So that's the thing that AI media solves. AI media will probably trade around news flow. So we've heard from them a number of times. They have reiterated guidance, but they haven't really provided a lot of new information. The next news flow will be their AGM, which is on the 16th of November. So stay tuned for that. Happy to take questions around all day. And that's AI media with an ad recommendation and a $1.35 price target.